Hello, this is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, I still haven't drank anything between these videos, and only now do I realize that was probably a bad idea. We are going to raise the volume even further. Apparently, just the main menu is particularly loud. There. Now we should be able to hear just fine, and let's talk to this person.
It's about time you showed up, recruit. My name is Herben. As far as your worthless hide is concerned, you can just call me sir.
I don't like you already. It's my job to teach you raw recruits some tips on the combat techniques so you maggots don't get gutted out there in the real world. Well, recruit, just stand there with a dopey expression on your face. What's it going to be? Are you ready to begin your combat training, or aren't you? Sir, no sir, I'm not ready yet. I already know everything I need to know about combat. What's with all the shouting? Is this supposed to inspire me or something? I'm just going to say, sir, I'm ready, sir. That's what I like to hear, recruit. With that attitude, you might actually make something out of you. Make yourself something in the world. This information might save your life, so listen up. I'm going to learn about the combat only because I'm unfamiliar with how ranged combat works. Whenever you want to use a feat or special attack, right-click on your opponent to bring up the menu. Then left-click the special attack icon in the lower corner of the menu. This opens up a second menu with any feats or special effects you might have. Just left-click on the attack or feat you want to use. You follow me? Sir, yes, sir. On the special attacks, you'll also see the parry icon located in the very top of the 12 o'clock position. Left-click on this attack whenever you want to enter parry mode. When parrying, you do not attack, but you are able to make an opposed check to deflect or dodge any incoming attacks that would otherwise hit you. Each round, you can parry one successful enemy attack per attack that you would normally get. If your roll succeeds by 10 or greater, you will make a free counterattack at no penalty. To return to normal mode, turn it off, blah blah blah. Can you move on to the next lesson? Yes sir, yes sir. Sometimes it has other uses, like opening doors or chests. This is good. If you find a lock you can't get past, right-click on the door or chest, then select the bash icon from the menu. You can even do this with missile weapons. The stronger you are, the easier it is to bash open a lock. Just remember that not all locks can be opened by force. Are we clear? Sir, yes sir. You're a ranger, so you automatically get the dual wield feat. As long as you wear only light armor, you can use 2 weapons if you have the average dexterity and 2 weapon fighting feats. That's pretty good. Remember, you lose your special dual wielding weapons if you wear medium or heavy armor. That clear? Yes sir. I can make a mean comment, but I'm not going to. Time to prove yourself worthy by facing one of the combat tests. Go speak to my assistant, Corporal Denby, at the southwest end of the room and test your melee weapons. Then, test your ranged combat weapons. Speak to Corporal Hurvit over the near west wall. So, I gotta go speak to Denby first, which means I want to switch here for this and this. I have a bunch of bonuses for dual wielding combat.
Herben sent you over for your combat trial, did he? Well, my name is Denby. I specialize in melee weapon combat. Are you ready to begin your final test?
I want to take the test with range and missile? No. Let's do the melee combat. Don't worry, there's nothing to it. You and I are going to spar. I'll be in parry mode the whole time, trying to deflect your attacks. All you have to do is hit me once. Or if you prefer, all you have to do is use your weapon to destroy the target text and dummy. Choice is up to you. Either attack me or the dummy. Since I'm not hostile, you have to right-click on me and then press the attack icon from the menu if you want to attack me. I have to slow down with my reading. We are going to attack him. We will hit eventually, probably.
Go and talk to Hewitt to continue your test.
Excellent. And then I think I can just talk to you.
Go and talk to Hewitt to continue your test.
Can I ask you some range questions? Sorry, but I can't. Aw. He doesn't want to talk to me. I can talk to Gilbert. Or I can't even read your name. Erdan. The object is busy.
Yes?
Well, geez, what do you think of Erdan that you consider it an object? You're a ranger. You should know about how hard basic training is. So why are you bothering me? I'm just trying to be friendly. I'm not trying to be rude, it's just that Herman doesn't like us talking or taking talking breaks from our drills. It's a sign of weakness. I won't take much of your time, I promise. Okay, fine, but make it quick. I need to finish my drills so I can attend the graduation ceremonies. I don't want to miss my chance to meet Lady Arabeth. Why do you want to meet Arabeth so badly? Lady Arabeth represents everything the Academy stands for. Skill and bravery and honor. She's the reason I joined the Academy in the first place. She's young, but she's already proven her heroism a dozen times over. That's why Lord Nasher put her in charge of dealing with the plague. What can you tell me about the plagues? Try not to think of it, to tell the truth. I need to stay focused on my training, but since you brought it up, there's one thing I understand about the Wailing Death. Where did it come from? Well, he said, sorry, there's one thing I don't understand about the Wailing Death. Where did it come from? Neverwinter is the only city that seems to be suffering. Why can't the priests cure it? There's something unnatural about this plague, though it seems nobody wants to admit it. I guess they're afraid of panic in the streets, but you can't deny the facts. I'm going to go. I'll get back to my drills.
Nobody walks away!
I really need to slow down, because I'm reading too fast for my own good. Hey there, say aren't you Jericho? I've seen you in some of my combat training classes. My name is Gilbert. It's nice to meet you, Gilbert. So from what I hear, it sounds like you've almost finished your training here at the Academy. You must be looking forward to graduating. I envy you. I hear Lady Arabeth herself is here to hand out your personal blessings to all the graduates of South Assembly. I'd love to see her myself, but I've still got a ways to go on my training. Can I ask some questions? Sure, I could use a break from these drills anyways. Herman's a slave driver. It'll be nice to talk with someone who isn't screaming at me all the time. What can you tell me about the plague? Terrible thing, isn't it? The entire city's under quarantine, but every day there are more bodies in the streets. Terrible. And if the plague wasn't bad enough, there's all those rumors going around. You know, people saying the enemies of Neverwinter are behind the whole thing. A lot of people are blaming the town of Luskan. But I doubt even the people of Luskan would be cool enough to unleash the Wailing Death on us. I think all those conspiracy theories are just scared people looking to blame someone. I think I'll be going. Now I need to talk to this person for range training.
So Harbin sent you over for your combat trial? Well, my name is Hewitt. I specialize in ranged and missile weapon combat. Are you ready to begin the final test?
I'm ready. Don't worry, there's nothing to it. All you have to do is hit the target at the end of the hall with a missile weapon. You can grab a missile weapon from the weapon rack beside me. Fire away whenever you want, and I'll let you know when you hit. What do you have? I will take the arrows. I don't need anything else. I will equip my short bow. And I will hold on to those arrows, and I will shoot the target. Like so.
Perish as you should!
That shot was taken too close to the target. It doesn't count. Move back and try again.
Fine.
Nice shot. I need to talk to you again. Nice shot. I need to talk to you again.
I know he said that the first time, but...
I guess congratulations are in order. You've passed the combat trial and completed your basic training. Your days at the Academy are finally over.
Good. If you hurry, you can join the other Academy graduates in the South Assembly Hall. Lady Arabeth is there bestowing blessings on anyone who has completed basic training. Can you answer some questions? Sorry, not while on duty. Aw. I don't want to hear more about Lady Arabeth. I want to hear more about the plague. So, I can speak to you, Ferdinand. You must be Jericho. They're mighty impressed with you. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Jericho. I'm Ferdinand, the Academy's resident keeper of exotic creatures. I was afraid you wouldn't make it to my little corner before you completed your training here at the Academy. So, have you come to view the menagerie, or was it something else I could do for you? I want to ask you some questions. Ask your questions, and I'll do my best. What can you tell me about the plague? The Wailing Death is a grim topic. Thousands have fallen to the illness, if not the clerics. Not even the clerics can do anything about it. Still reading too fast. Something strange about this plague, though. It affects humans, dwarves, elves, all the races, in fact. But it doesn't seem to affect animals. That's very unusual. Not one of these creatures in the menagerie showed a single sign of the plague. Can't figure it out, but I'm grateful I'd feel responsible if one of my beasties took sick. I'm grateful I feel responsible. There's a comma there. Commas are important. They're breaks in sentences that cause you to stop and form proper sentence structure. If you ignore them, it just sounds weird. Don't ignore it like I did. Sure, I'll look at the animals. Don't worry, the monsters can't hurt you. We've taken every precaution, including powerful spells of binding, to make sure the menagerie is completely safe for creatures and visitors. Just head on through. You can look at things. You can look at a giant stag beetle.
Shall never triumph.
I can open it. I think it's locked. Yes. Or you can look at whatever that is. I can't even tell. Let's move the camera. An ettercap. Or you could look at a hook horror. How he managed to trap a hook horror, I don't know. And an umberhawk. I kind of get the umberhawk more than I get the hooked horror. Also, a dire spider. It will be a dire day that we run into one of those. Where do we leave?
Evil shall never triumph.
I think we leave this way. Boy, oh boy, this is all going quite so well. Wouldn't it suck if something really bad happened? What does this say? Magic Trader. Jeru. I could go speak to Jeru, but there's probably not much point to me speaking to Jeru. There's a statue here, but it doesn't do anything. Let's talk to... Actually, let's go open the chest. I want to loot this stuff. Prosperity. Hello, Jeru.
Welcome to my little corner of the academy. I'm Jeru, resident master of the arcane. It's more a ceremonial title than anything else. I'm really just your run-of-the-mill wizard.
Look, I'm not trying to be rude, but are you sure you're in the right place? My expertise is in mage and sorcerer spells, and you can't cast either type. If you want, I can guess I can give you a lesson casting spells, but it won't have you any closer to completing your training. I'd like to ask some questions. Alright, tell me about the plague. One thing I can tell you is no one is Sorry, folks. One thing I can tell you is not to believe unfounded rumors. Those who claim the plague was caused intentionally by some unknown enemy of Neverwinter. Some that claim that it's by enemies are only adding to this blah blah. Nobody knows where the Willing Death came from, just as nobody knows how to stop them from spreading. And until now, there has never been any prayer or potion that can cure it. Alright, I'm going to stop talking to people because I'm just making things harder on myself and on everyone else who has to listen to this. I apologize. I'll get better at it. Alternatively, I might just give up and not try to read anything, but that wouldn't be a good idea considering how much reading is in this game. Honestly, that might be the better choice. I'm early enough in that we can still make these kinds of decisions. I believe this is for the rogue skill trainers. I can go in here and I can talk to these people. I bet that's locked. I wonder if I can unlock it.
Let the earth take you.
Wrong thing. Success will never be possible. Wow. Well, that's because I didn't put anything in open lock, now did I? I did put stuff in disable locks. Or disable traps. What's that? Is that a thing? No. I don't feel like talking to the rogue trainer. And this is... Divine Magic Trading. This person might want to talk to me, even though it's not part of my training. Rangers cast divine spells, same as druids.
Greetings and well met. I am Elendil, faithful servant of Tyr and devotional leader here at the Academy.
Neat. Though all are welcome in the chapel to pray and study, I am surprised to see you here. Normally my visitors are exclusively druids and clerics. Have you come to start the lesson in divine spells even though you have little need of such learning? Or perhaps you require something else? We'll ask about the thing. The Wailing Death is a terrible affliction upon Neverwinter. The city has been quarantined and sectioned off, yet death tolls continue to rise and the infected corpses fill our streets. There are rumors that someone has brought this plague upon us for some unholy purpose. However, I doubt anyone could be so evil and callous as to cause such widespread suffering among the innocent. People have lost their faith. Even Lady Erebeth has turned into the Archmage Kilban Asan. Kilban, I can't read. Kilban Arusan, and the cure he claims to have discovered. I wonder at the wisdom of trusting a mage over faith. There's lots of good reasons to it. And Kelvin is a very good person to trust. Mr. Blackstaff has a very good history. I could speak to this person.
Now that you've finished your training, you can go on into the South Assembly Hall if you want. Lady Erebeth is still granting blessings to all the Academy graduates.
Neat. I'm going to go. But first I want to go open the big door. Probably locked. Locked. Complex to pick and is warded against simple spells. You will have to find the proper key. Darn you, Barn 2! Let's go in here. Oh look, it's Lady Erebeth. There's a lot of people to talk to in here. I think most of these guys end up becoming our choice for companions, actually. So, probably a good idea that we do talk to them. First, let's see if there's anything I could loot. I could loot these. They're probably going to be upset if I take that gold. Look, I'm currently playing several other RPGs where the law is steal everything that isn't nailed down. This is a D&D game with a D&D's alignment, so I really shouldn't just go taking everything I want. In this training area, it's okay, but I'm probably not going to be robbing people's houses from here on out, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. Let's start talking to people. I gotta try to get used to this dialogue thing. Isn't it exciting? We actually get to meet Erebeth. I am doing short dialogue. Most paladins want nothing to do with rogues and spies, but she's actually here in person. You better get up there or you'll miss her chance to get her blessing. Let's talk to this person.
Pleased to see you.
Lady Erebeth truly is a paragon of virtue and a stalwart defender of Tyr's justice. I even hear she's discovered a cure for the Wailing Death. I thank my divine Lord Tyr for giving me the chance to meet Erebeth in person. You must hurry and speak to her, or you will miss out on receiving your blessing.
I greet you.
Isn't this exciting? We already heard that.
Hi there.
We already heard this.
Good day.
I never thought I'd make it to graduation. I still have nightmares of Haribun chasing me and screaming at me during basic training. But the chance to meet Erebeth makes it all worth it. Make sure you get up there. You don't want to miss out on getting your blessing.
Good
I'm hearing that a
tidings,
lot. I hear Lady Erebeth is friends with Kelvin Arusan, the famous Archmage from Waterdeep. Yep, it's that same Kelvin. Together they're working on a cure for the Wailing Death. It's an honor to meet someone who actually knows Kelvin. You should speak to her so you can receive her blessing. When she said Kelvin, or when that guy said Kelvin earlier, I assumed he was referring to Kelvin Blackstaff. I've never actually heard him use that last name, Arusan.
Yes, what?
And I'm going to get a lot of hate comments for that, but I usually know him as Kelvin Blackstaff. Lady Erebeth understands that arcane magic isn't to be feared. She actually respects wizards instead of fearing them like most people in Neverwinter. It's an honor to actually meet someone as famous as Erebeth. You better get your blessing. Get your blessing! Get it! Get it! Get blessed! I'm going to make a save. And getting our blessing will have to wait for next video. When we come back, I will have water when I do these recordings so I can keep my mouth from not being dry like this, and I will try to get better at reading aloud. This is the first time I've tackled an RPG like this on the channel where I've had to do a lot of personal reading. So, it's a new, interesting challenge, but we'll make it through it. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. I'll see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.